Hello, Norman Swan here. I don't know about you, but I got a lousy education about nutrition at medical school. Yet when it comes to our patients, and certainly I know with my health report listeners, nutrition is front of mind for them. There are so many conflicting messages about carbs, proteins and fats that everyone is confused. For example, you and I have grown up believing saturated fat is bad for you. Then one day a supposed expert pops up to say you should be stirring butter in your coffee. Patients don't know what to believe, but there's lots of evidence that they look to you, their GP, as the most trusted source of health information. We went through a period of thinking that a low-fat diet was the way to go, which probably made us eat too many carbs and stress our glucose metabolism. Thinking on fats has become far more refined. Low-fat diets are no longer the aim. The Mediterranean diet, for example, isn't low-fat. It just has healthier fats and a small proportion from land-based mammals such as cattle, pigs and sheep. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Eating more saturated fat isn't going to give you health benefits. Saturated fat like butter and coconut oil still increase LDL cholesterol. It's just that evidence suggests that the overall effect on cardiovascular health depends on what you replace it with. That means that when patients reduce foods high in saturated fat, but replace them with foods high in refined carbohydrates, they will still not reduce the risk of heart disease. Now, you may hear a bit about trans-unsaturated fatty acids, which are pretty toxic for your arteries and are found in some animal products and in manufactured, partially hydrogenated vegetable oils that are sometimes used in foods such as chips, cakes and biscuits. But coming back to saturated fats, swapping out foods like butter, fatty red meat and processed meat for unsaturated fat oils, fish, nuts and legumes lowers coronary risk from the replacement of saturated fat with more healthy fats, and in some cases the addition of fibre. Monounsaturated fats, such as olive oil, reduce your LDL by this replacement effect rather than in their own right. The fats which actively reduce LDL the most are polyunsaturated, found in vegetable and seed-based foods like sunflower oil, canola and margarine, as well as nuts and fish. Then there are the plant sterols that are added to various foods, margarines in particular. They reduce LDL by preventing the uptake of dietary cholesterol and can lower LDL by an average of 10%. If you do find yourself being asked questions about fats and need to bust misconceptions for your patients, UNILEVER, who obviously have an interest in plant sterols, have nonetheless put together some useful information using leading researchers and clinicians in the field. Here's the URL.